Hey folks, welcome to a CRAFTmas Day 20. Today we're going to do some money holders. Them last minute gifts, money. So we're going to work on this one, which is wallet style. And we're going to do this one, which is like this. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to do the wallet style first. And you're going to need some little scrap paper for your inside piece for your sentiment. Then you're going to need a couple of pieces of paper cardstock and your pattern paper for your design. Let me move these others out of the way and we'll get started. So you will need to trim. I have stuff everywhere. Okay, you will need to trim your cardstock at 8 1/4. 8 1/4. Okay, by 7. So 8 1/4 by 7. Okay. You will need a belly band. We'll go ahead and cut out of this at 1 1/2. The 6 3/4. Okay, so 1 1/2 by 6 3/4, and that's your belly band and for your base. Then for your paper, you're going to need a piece of the white or whatever you're going to use. This is a cream color, and it is going to be 6 3/4 by 2. And this is for you to write, whatever your Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday or whatever you would want. Then you're going to need some paper, 6 3/4, and we're going to need one at 2 1/2. And one at 2. Okay, and you'll have this little piece left over, depending on how big of a piece that you use. Okay, and that's all. Well, no, wait. We need one more piece for the belly band. The belly band paper is going to be 2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 1 1/4, because it's a 1 1/2 belly band. So, and I'm just doing this. You can use cut aparts or whatever you would like, stamps, whatever. This was originally a stamping project, and I'm just changing it around a little bit. Okay, then you're going to bring your scoreboard, and you're going to take your base piece and on the 8 1/4 inch side, and you're going to score it 2 1/4 and 5 1/4. Okay, and you can put your scoreboard back away, and you're just going to fold. It's about time for a new blade. Fold up, on your score lines. So just fold and burnish down on your score lines. Okay, fold over, give it a good burnish. Then you have something that looks like this. I have no idea what that is. What is that? A defect in the paper, but you'll never see it because we're going to cover it up. Okay, now I round these two corners. This is total preference if you want to or not. You can round those two if you'd like. So since I did that, I'm going to need to round the piece that you're going to write, and then the piece that's going to go on the front. Now, if you're going to use a directional paper, you need to lay it down, make sure before you do that. from experience, I've put many a thing upside down. Okay, so eventually you learn to do a little dry rubbing first. Okay, so we're just going to take this and stick it down right there. Okay, then we're going to take this piece and stick it down in the front. Okay, so we're going to take this and stick it down. Okay, if it's crooked, it'll be all right. Then we fuzzy and tape, and then we have this piece right here. You can round those if you'd like. You know, it's yours. I'm just showing you basics, and then you run with it. You do you. Okay, that's what's great. We get inspired by other people, and then we make it our own. Okay. So we're going to take this and stick it down like so. You can even make that, if you don't want that big of a gap, you can make that, you know, a little wider if you want. Then I take my 3/4 round punch and I eyeball it and I do a little notch out. Then I'm going to take me some wet glue and just put on the edges. You can use whatever glue that you would like, but I like this because wet glue does dry, and it's a pocket, and wet glue dries, so it's less likely to, you know, stick to whatever you're putting in the pocket. Okay, so then we have this. Now we take our belly band, and I always flip mine over, or try to remember to, and put the seam in the back. Okay, so we're just going to fold up and then fold down. Y'all know belly bands by now. I'm a fan of the belly band. Okay, so then we're just going to take this and this, and we're going to take and fold it up, trying to make it even. We're going to flip it over. We're going to take our little piece here and, whoopsie, take it, and we're going to stick it in the middle like that, and there you go. Like I said, you can use pull apart, you know, cut aparts if you'd like, but then there you go. There's a quick, easy, homemade, if you want to just, you know, throw some money in there, whatever, and there you go. There's that one. Okay, for the second one, which is going to be this one, you're going to need, if you want to do it this way, you're going to need, for the envelope, for the base, and then if you want to use 3 different pieces of paper, you need 3 different pieces of paper. Okay, so for this one, we are going to pick up our paper. And for the base itself, it's going to be 3.5. So 3.5. All right. By 10.5. Get over here where you can see. 3.5 by 10.5. Okay, and that's going to be our base. Then for our envelope, we're going to need a piece that is 6 by 6. 6. By 6. Okay. Then for our pieces of paper, we're going to need 3 pieces that are 3 1/4 square. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square. And I'm going to use 3 different pieces. I can get more out of this sheet. so I can make more of these out of this 8 by 8. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. One more. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. All right. Move all that out of the way. And then bring your this, your scrappy piece that you had of any color you want, and we're going to do, I wonder if this one will work. We're going to need a piece at 1. Let's see if this works. I don't know if it will. 1. It will, just barely. 1 by 3. Okay. So set that aside, and then that's all you're cutting. Then you need your scoreboard. Okay. And then on your long piece, on the 10 1/2 side, you're going to score it 3 1/2 and 7. Okay. 3 1/2 and 7. All right. Then on this one, on the right side, the farthest right, I like to rotate it over, and we're going to cut. Okay, we're not going to go, we're just going to try to go in a straight line down. And you will have that left over, okay? Then you rotate it back where that's on the right, and then we're going to fold it in. I'm going to fold that one that way. We're going to fold this one the opposite way. Okay. And then you're going to have something that looks like this. Okay. Then we're going to take our paper, decide which one we want on the front. Let's see. We want that like that, or we want this like this, or this over here. I think I want these two. I want that to be my front. So just take and I'm going to stick it down as straight as you can get it. Of course, we know in the crafting world there's no such thing as straight. So just do the best you can. It's homemade. Then we're going to put this one over here and stick it down. Then we're gonna put, you can put one on the back if you want. I don't usually, but you can. And then we'll take this one and stick it down right here. Okay. Now we're going to take this piece and we're going to put some glue on it. Just a little thin. If you don't have art glitter glue, I recommend it. A little goes a long way with this stuff. And we're just going to take it and close it. And you can, fiddle with it a little bit. Make sure it's got a good adhesion. Okay, now for this piece, that's where I'm going to put my sentiment. And you know me, I like to round corners whenever I see fit. So we're going to round those corners, and this piece is going to go right here. Okay. You can measure yours because depending on how you cut it, where you cut it, and all that, you may need to adjust the length of it. That goes right there. Stick it down. And there's your little card. Okay, for your envelope, if I'm going to use the punch board, but if you don't have the punch board, just set your card right here, diagonal, and take your thing and fold it up. Okay, and then you can make your own card without having an envelope punch board. But I have the envelope punch board, so I'm going to use it. So for this one, it says this is a 3.5 by 3.5. I need a 6 by 6 paper, and I'm going to start my scoring and punching on the 3. So 3. And I plan to do some envelope punch board projects coming up in the new year. And then I'm going to take and use this handy little corner rounder that is included with the punch board and round those corners. Okay. Now we're going to fold our envelope up. This envelope, so you see how this touches? So I'm going to make sure to put that down first. Okay, so I'm going to take this, stick this over here, then do the adhesive for here, and then put it up. Okay, that way it's all stuck down. Okay, and then you're going to take your little card, and it goes right in here. And there you go. There's, make sure the money fits in there. Money goes right in. And go in an envelope if you want it to go in an envelope. It doesn't have to go in an envelope. But there's that one. And then we made this one. So two ideas for money holders. And, you know, money fits everybody. Teenagers usually want, just give me the cash, Mom. So there's the 2 money envelopes. And I hope you enjoyed this craft. I hope you make some for yourself. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for CRAFTmas Day 21. Have a great day, guys. Bye!